everybody. Happy Monday. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing all right. Sorry, I'm late, but it's very important that I got my tea before I came here. I have a very terrible lighting situation set up, if you couldn't quite guess. So that is too bright, but that is not bright enough. So it's just all sorts of terrible, really. But we'll make do. We'll make do. You don't quite need to see my face, so so it's not a massive issue. But it is how low I am. Oh, I'm just gonna. Oh, it's been a day. It's been a day and a half. But how is everybody else doing today? Anuel is here. Hello. How are you doing today? Senga is here. Hello. Tammy, afternoon. Late evening for Senga. Oh, how late are we talking? Tammy is Ohio. Ooh, EST. Charlie is here. Hello. Day is here. How are you all doing today? All Senga's in France. Love it. I want to say that's an hour ahead of where I am, but I really do suck at time zones. So I'd say about an hour, to be fair. How is everyone doing? The kids are still at home. The kids are still being homeschooled. We took last week off because the whole online school situation was just stressing everybody out. So they're back at it this week. And then they've got half term next week. So trying to ease back into doing all of the schoolwork is a little bit of they're not enjoying it so much, but there's only so much we can do about that, unfortunately. Writing Violet is here. Hello. Sherry is here. Hey. How is everyone? I can't with this setup. Did that work? That's slightly better. The stupidest setup in the entire world. I've got a really bad webcam for a start. I've got these horrible creamy grapes. I'm English. I've got these horrible curtains behind me, which don't help the situation. I've got a really bright lamp up here, but if I don't have the lamp, are you ready? We're like this, and then that's not too bad. That's not too bad, but then obviously I have computer screens for eyes, which, so that's why this light up here is here. So I'll make it work somehow. Day home from work. Yes, home from work at last. Going to make tea during the shorter sprint. Yeah, the 8-minute sprint we have very, very quickly come to discover is a food sprint. I want to get my own food during the sprint as well. Nia is here. Hello. Ghost stories time. If I was any good at ghost stories, that would be an amazing stream to have. But I'm very, very terrible at it. Oh, yeah, I think, wasn't were you in one of the streams where I had Sherry on as a guest, weren't you? I do believe, which is fun. Right, today we're going to be doing some writing sprints. Let me know what you guys are all going to be working on, whether that is writing, whether that is anything else productive, whether you've got some cleaning to do or schoolwork to do or anything like that. Nia just dropped the kiddo off at basketball game, so ready to get some writing in. Absolutely, yes. Right. Passing on the love, Sherry. I'm working on Abingdon House today. Which Abingdon House, I'm not too sure. I'm still rewriting book 1. I'm on chapter 15 at the moment. I've also started planning for book 2. Because it's in one of those places where this is weird to say, I'm pulling a Kate. And obviously I know this is not a Kate thing to do, but this is where I first heard of it, was Kate is doing it, obviously with her Meridian Maps series, which is writing the entire series and then going back to start rewriting and putting in bits from later books into the early books. So it all sort of cohesively fits together. despite the fact that I am currently rewriting Abingdon House Book 1, I am going to start writing Book 2. I want to start writing Book 2 in camp in April. So February, March, I want to try and start planning it and trying to make the series into a cohesive plot, because I have an idea but not a plot, which is the thing that I suck at. Where were we? Nia, but just remember, I have geometry to grade. Oh, geometry. You know what? I don't actually think I did that. Yeah, you can do it during the short sprint, the 8-minute one, and spend all the rest of the time doing everything else. See, I don't remember doing geometry. I really don't. Like, we did math, and I'm going to assume that geometry was at some point a part of the math that I learned, but I honestly can't remember ever learning it at all whatsoever. Yes, Abingdon House, it is my main project at the moment. Now that Project Body Swap is done, Abingdon House is definitely my main project. Yes, then which book for days? Sin is here. Hello, how are you? T. I thought you were just like, yeah, first. T first. Nia is doing that with her fantasy novel. It's a great idea, especially for consistency. Yes, especially in the cases where they always want the first book to appear as a standalone, but with series potential. So you want to try and start weaving elements from the later series into the first book without linking them to the next books, or without having them seem like actual plot or subplots that you have not solved. So we're gonna try our best to do that. Petra is here. Hello. How are you doing today? Right, we should get straight into our first sprint. Isn't geometry the shapes? I think that's all I know with geometry is shapes, if that's even correct. But I probably sucked at it because it's math, and I just suck at math in general. So I don't usually sprint on a Monday. Today, the husband is working an evening shift, so he's not home until 10:30, 11 o'clock, which means I have free reign to do whatever I want with my evening, and I'm sprinting. Because that is the one definitive way I know to get actual words done, instead of procrastinate like I have been doing for most of the day. It also means I don't have to mute myself, so you can hear the fun clicky clack of me in the background, or the chompy chomp as I eat whatever food I happen to scrounge upon in my kitchen, in my desk. I think my snack box is running a little low, to be fair, but I can fix that in a couple of days. We are doing Climb the Ladder writing sprints today. I say that like I don't always do Climb the Ladder writing sprints. For those of you who've been with me before, you know what they are. For those of you who are new, basically we are following the 8 times table. Every single sprint that we do is going to be double the previous amount. So we're going to be doing an 8-minute, a 16-minute, a 24-minute, and then a 32-minute sprint. So we're going to have a fun little warm-up at the beginning, and a short couple for the ones who prefer shorter sprints, and then a couple of long ones for the ones who prefer the longer sprints. Disclaimer, you do not need to sprint for the entirety of the 24 or 32 minutes if you don't want to, or if you can't. Sprint for as long as you can, and then procrastinate for the rest of it. That's the easiest thing to do. Let yourself lose focus. Never thought I'd ever say that before, but there you go. Proofs and logic, absolutely. Vixen, I'm going to try and grade during the first sprint. Geometry is angles and shapes, dimensions, cones, spheres. Okay, so I was correct. I do suck at geometry. There we go. I've got all my children like. Okay, it's fine. As long as they're not loud. As long as they don't disturb us. Let's do this. Yes, let's do this. We have my first... Wait, which one do I need? I got it right. I always get that wrong. I got it right this time. Right, we are going to start off with our 8-minute sprint. If everybody wants to get their fingers ready, we are going to go in 3, 2, 1, begin. Oh, I don't even have a manuscript up. That would help me out a lot, wouldn't it? Oh my god, what am I like? It's run out of battery. I honestly have absolutely no idea how you're going to put more battery into it. We're going to need a little battery, which we don't have. And we're going to have a screwdriver, which Daddy has and I don't. So when Daddy gets home from work, I'll have Daddy open it up so we can see what size battery we need, and then we'll go out and buy that size battery, okay? Because you let Holly have it and Holly turned it on and left it on.
I didn't, but I need to get off of the she got it back. I don't because of Holly got.
No, I know. That's why you can't keep your things near Holly. Okay?
There's still a light at the bottom.
There's a tiny little bit of a light. There's not really any. There's the tiniest little bit of light. Yeah? But that's it. It's not much, you see?
But it always turns off a bit.
I know, because it's got no battery.
It has. Maybe it's run out a bit. Maybe it's run out a bit. It's not run out.
Yeah, it's lots run out, hasn't it? Okay, so you keep it safe in your room, don't lose it again. Okay.
I'll always put it like my chair and yours.
Okay, and then we'll have Daddy check the battery in the morning. Okay, and then we can go out and buy the battery that we need, okay? Jamie?
Yes?
Come here. Get your butt to bed.
I am getting your butt. I put some pajamas on.
Nan, I love you. Kids. Right. Where was I? I don't know. Oh, that's completely the wrong chapter. Okay, that is the end of the first sprint. I'm going to assume that my stuff is not plugged in properly into my computer if that did not go off, but we can sort that out later. It's fine. It's fine. How did everybody do? I don't know. I didn't check where I left off, so I have no idea how well I did. Somehow I've done minus 2,400 words. Okay, well, something has happened with Scrivener. Oh dear. Well, I don't know what's happened with Scrivener. I did maybe 400 words. Maybe. I don't know. Everything's gone wrong. But yes, did everybody else do? Let me know. Saying that I'm like Grog from Critical Role, I don't do math. Absolutely. That aesthetic, my sprinter aesthetic. Yeah, I wanted it to be as nice and peaceful as possible. I would like Sarah to read the manual, please. Okay, that is my public speaking to my child voice. Okay, my customer service voice, if you will. It's not quite my customer service voice. My customer service voice is a little bit more perkier than that, and a little bit more sarcastically polite, if you know what I mean. But definitely my public child speaking voice. Sherry did nothing. Yes, doing nothing is amazing. Sherry also loves Critical Role. My husband is a big, massive fan of Critical Role. I am not. I am one of those people who do not like Dungeons and Dragons. It sounds so weird calling it Dungeons and Dragons. Who doesn't like D&D? I am one of those people. Everybody I know loves it, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know why, but yes, my husband is a massive fan of Critical Role, as is my very best friend in the world as well, by the way. So it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. Day made tea, ate a cookie, and filled hot water bottle. Progress, absolute. I'd kill for hot water bottle right now. That sounds amazing. Senga is still on plot, doing some reading of my work, trying to see what's going on. Yes, plot is difficult. Plot is horrible. Plot is 90% making it up as you go, and 10% this is what I need to do. And it's like, it's terrible, but you'll get there in the end. Writing Violet, I opened my document and thought about where the story is going, but wrote 0 words. But you opened your document and you thought about your work. That's step one. Step one has been achieved. Sin is at 6.5. Oh, Sin got nothing. I didn't click on the right comment first. But has written 6.5k for the day. So break allowed. Break is more than allowed. Break is deserved. Break is needed. Oh, where are we going? Here we go. Here. Every time I try to click on a specific comment, the comments skip, and I'm like, no, I clicked on the wrong comment. Nia got 2 quizzes and a test graded. Does not like math. I feel for you. I really do. Math homework too. Yes. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't like the numbers. Good job. Sherry is spreading the positivity. Tammy edited the novel they finished over the weekend. That's fantastic. Oh, it's amazing. You've edited it already. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Oh, that's such speed and such work. That is absolutely fantastic. I am slightly adding a new beginning to a scene in chapter 15 and trying to sort out the timeline at the same time, because I realized that I did not think about the timeline as I wrote the first draft, as in what specific day every day fell on. And since the kids were at school in the story, they're doing stuff on days that should be a school day. And there's only one point in my novel do I even mention, oh, we should have someone call in and say we're sick so we don't have to go in. And that's like right at the end, where they have no more time left and they're forced to. So now, because I started the novel on a Sunday, the big inciting incident happens on a Monday. So everything else that happens during that first week happens on a weekday. And lots of it is doing stuff throughout the entire day with all three of these characters who are all 12 years old. And it's like, that's not going to work anymore because they can't all skip school. Like, it's fine for one of them. I can plot away one of them skipping school, which is the protagonist, because of world building reasons. But the other two, it's like, I can't plot them missing school. So now I sort of have to go, okay, so everything that the main protagonist needs to do, I have to sort of do something. So they wait to do the thing they need to do after school is finished, sort of thing. So this scene I'm writing, they're about to go, I suppose it's supposed to take place at the weekend. They're going shopping. They go shopping in the morning and stuff happens. They can't go shopping in the morning now because it's a Friday during the timeline and it's school. So now it's like, what do I do now with the main protagonist for the entire day until after school is finished, and then they can do the thing that I actually go and need them to do. So this is what we're trying to figure out now. And this is what I'm trying to sort of add on into the novel. Tammy's working on editing, doing Grammarly edits now. Yeah, I've never ever gotten as far in a novel editing to like proper edits. I just don't ever do proper edits. I don't know what it is. Like, I've never run my stuff through Grammarly or anything like that. I transfer it all to Google Docs, and whatever Google Docs brings up, I'm like, oh, yep, I'll change that. Like, I've never gotten to the nitty gritty line edits, grammar edits, or anything like that, because I absolutely suck at doing them. But we're not going to talk about that. Right, we are going to go into our second sprint. It is a 16 minutes. Yes, I pressed the right button again. I'm so happy. Can any of it happen before school or at lunch? Could it be a teacher work day, holiday? The story takes place in June, and I can get the specific days all of these take place in June as well, because I have my protagonist's birthday and the book ends on her birthday. But it happens in June and they're in the UK, and there are no holidays in June in the UK, and there are no teacher training days in June in the UK, except because it's so close to the end of the year, which is July. And they're 12, so they're not permitted to leave the school at lunch. Only like I want to say 17-year-olds, year 11, year 10 and 11, I think, which is 15, 16-year-olds are allowed to leave schools at lunchtime. Everyone else is not. So unfortunately, it can't be any of those things, which is one of the issues. I'm like, why did I have to make it during June? But I'd already decided the protagonist's birthday. I didn't want to have to go, oh, but they're on holiday, so it's all right, because I wanted to try and get across this whole doing all of this magical stuff, but they've still got school and real world responsibilities at the same time, sort of thing going on. So yeah, I've just like really shoved myself into it in ways that I can't unshove myself out of without going, let's just waste time in a time skip paragraph until I get to the good stuff. Sin, vendetta with Instagram has settled. Have you sorted your name? Please let me know what it is. And Sin is ready to do stuff. Tammy, I've a list of words I could have left incorrect for just really off. Okay, filler word stuff. I always need to do that. I never know. I have no idea what a fog delay is. I don't think we don't get those. Like, England is not as foggy as media would have you believe it is. So those foggy London days, like, they don't happen. They don't happen. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to make it. I'm gonna have to add some world building in, or character stuff in before I get to the stuff I need to get to. I'll figure it out. I could, but I specifically don't want to. I don't want to make it easy. I'm just being like pedantic about it now. Like, I like having it in June, but I don't want to like just have the ease of, or they just don't have school sort of thing. I like keeping the sort of they've got too much stuff to do vibe going on. Trying to, yeah. I suppose like kids always have too much stuff to do. Like, I want to try and keep that vibe as well. Buses can't travel in fog in Ohio. Ah, I don't. Yeah, very, very rarely does it get that foggy that you can't see in England. At least in the part of England where I live. So I've never had any issues with like fog delay or anything like that. Oh, my kid's still awake. Why are they still awake? Oh my god, my children. Right, we are going to go into our second sprint. 16 minutes. If everyone is ready, we are going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Begin. No, and go to bed. Because you've drunk it all already, and it is 9:30, and you went to bed an hour ago. So you shouldn't have drunk. You should not have drunk all. Okay, that is the end of the second sprint. Ooh, catching it, catching it. How did everybody do that go round? We are now at minus 1,958 words. Woohoo! Seriously, what did you do, Scrivener, to muck up my work like this? I honestly don't know. I don't even know how much words I've done for the entire day because of this now, but there you go. 400 words, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Don't know. How did everybody else do? As far as I know, no, we don't have summer school. Summer school is not a thing at all whatsoever. If it's late June, school is finished. School finishes in July. School finishes usually the third week of July, and then the entirety of August, and then the first week or so of September is the summer holidays. The dawdling writer is here. Hello, how are you? The writing is going okay. Just got back from a walk. It was actually nice enough to do that. Oh, I'm so jealous. It's been horrible in I'll do it. There we go. It's been horrible and snowing today, unfortunately for me. Hoping to get some more words in. Yes, absolutely. We've got our 2 long sprints left to do for the day. It's in 320 words day, 344. Everybody's doing such a good job. Yay. Right, I think the best course of action would be to get as quickly into the second sprint as we can. I think my kids have quietened down. Very, very terrible that they're still awake at 9:45 at night. But that's what no school in the morning officially has done to them. No, they're still awake. I can hear them. They're going to be tired in the morning, and so am I, unfortunately. Hello, Howie. Please let me know how to pronounce your name. Before we start, Maria just came at the start of the sprint, just got over 500. That's fantastic. Senga, I forgot what I did. I'm pretty sure it was amazing. No matter how many words you did, I'm pretty sure it was absolutely fantastic. Sherry started a bottle of Pinot Gris. Oh, very nice. Very nice. It's just like Maria. Okay, see, I have a character in one of my books. Her name is Tasha, except it's spelled Tassja. No, I was just like, is that pronunciation how Tasha would pronounce her name? It's the same pronunciation. It's just got a J in there. And yes, it is. Thank you so much for joining us today. Right, we are going to prepare for our 24-minute sprint, everybody. The earlier we do this, the quicker we can get to a 32-minute sprint, and the less likely it is that we're going to go over. Because at 11 o'clock when this finishes, this is supposed to finish, it is officially my bedtime. Not I going to bed. But yeah, writing just before bed, that's what I love to do. Senga, Pinot Gris is great. Trust a French person. There you go. Sherry, you are drinking the correct. Oh, Sherry was a chef. Sherry knows good wine. A bunch of it's fine. It's typos are fine. We're writers. We live, breathe, and die by typos in our writing. Absolutely. I am going to move on from writing after I figure out how many words I have actually written today. And I'm going to start work on some more chef and a beginner summit. I saw, and a wine person. Not even gonna try. Like, I think it's sommelier, but I don't. Yeah, wine person. Yeah, I'm going to stop the writing, figure out how many words I've actually written because Scrivener's mucked up somehow, and then I'm going to start doing some more planning or Pinteresting, I should say, and free writing for book 2 of Abingdon House. which is so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've never written a sequel before, not a proper sequel before, so I'm looking forward to Wine Peep. Looking forward to doing that. It should be fun. Uploading the grades and can finally write. Yes! Well done! Fantastic job. You know what, Nia? I preferred uploading. Sherry, studied at Le Cordon Bleu because I hate money. That honestly, I have no idea what any of those words. Well, I do know what the word mean. I have no frame of reference for the words or the institution. So I set it on fire a lot. Sherry, that is awesome. That is amazing. Right, let us get started. I'm going to Pinterest it up, I think, for some inspiration. And that's a good inspiration right there. Okay, just gonna stop. Let's start the sprint first, and then we'll get into everything else. I have a brownie somewhere. While I also eat this brownie and maybe make some more tea. So let us begin our 24-minute sprint. This is the right tab. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay, that is the end of the pause. 24-minute sprint. How did everybody do? Okay, it worked. I think I got the plot and the big plot for book 2 done. And then a couple of subplots as well, which I'm very, very happy about. I spent most of my time researching mythological creatures because I am planning on having some sort of werewolf subplot in book 2. And the werewolves need an enemy, and I'm not making it vampires because that's overdone. So I'm like, what other things out there are enemies to werewolves? And they're shapeshifters. So now I'm trying to find like a specific sort of mythological or supernatural shapeshift creature to be at like odds with the werewolves. So that's been fun. I googling the weirdest stuff this time. Yeah. Charlie handed in an assignment. Oh, well done. That sounds so fantastic. Such a relief to get that done. Also, brownies are so yummy. Yes, my brownie was okay. It was the right texture for a brownie. It had like chocolate on the bottom though, which I wasn't a fan of, and it had fudge pieces, which were like a little bit crunchy inside, which was like, eh. But the brownie itself was a very, very good brownie, which I rarely find in stuff I buy. Kat, hello, how are you? Following my own sprint schedule, but just wanted to come and see how you're doing. We're doing fine. Thank you so much, Kat. How are you doing today? I don't know if you're still here. Thank you so much. How are you doing? I sound like Joe from Friends. Oh my god. Steppy, more support potato, has entered the chat. Hello, how are you? Sherry is starting a gang. That's not surprising news. Sin is trying to be productive, but their Sin dickhead is forming. Regina is here. Hello, how are you doing today? Day got 592. Tammy loves werewolves. Nia, check out Wendigo. I have it up in my tabs to check out. Cat, how about changelings? Is that a fairy? Ooh. Is that a fairy reference or is that a different reference? Changelings, right, it is in a tab. Thank you very much, Cat. Regina, Nia, I was trying to remember when you're live tonight. I want to say it's like 3 o'clock in the morning my time. Is it 10? No. Today, oh, I don't know. She's answered it somewhere. I was posting on Instagram, but that's what I'm going to write for the last one. Productivity is productivity. You know, I can't see what you're doing. You can lie to me. Like, you can. I'm not going to know the difference. Kat's doing well. Had a good yoga meditation session. Oh, sounds amazing. I put in my goals for February. I do yoga 5 times a week. I forgot I made that goal until I looked at my goals today and was like, oh, right, I made that goal. I haven't been doing that. I'm going to have to start doing it though. So I do enjoy good yoga. 8 p.m. tonight on Twitch, Regina. Tammy, could you create a creature that doesn't exist? I could, if I was bothered. Maybe takes on the form of fog, smoke, or mist. I could. I honestly could. Like, there's nothing stopping me from creating my own creatures in this world I have. It's a magical realism world, so I wanted to try and use already established mythological and supernatural creatures within the world, because in this world they just exist. They're not mythological or supernatural. They exist. So it's just my way of trying to bring in as many different references to different cultures around the world as I can. But yeah, if I need to, if I can't find like a decent enough shapeshifter to use, and yeah, I could definitely create one that doesn't exist. I can't lie. It's fine. It's fine. You know, it doesn't really matter. Call these productivity sprints, okay? You can do whatever you like on them. I honestly don't mind. We're going to use 10 fingers tonight. Yes. Oh, I don't quite know what that's in reference to then. You did good last night with one. Oh, very good. It's hard to fight something that doesn't have a physical form. That's true. They're not really fight. It's not fighting like that though, to be honest. It's more these shapeshifters are sort of trying to encroach on the werewolves' territory, and it's just a little sort of dispute or that my main character is going to have to try and sort out because it's her job now. You know, sort of like how firefighters and policemen, like, they don't like each other, sort of like that, I guess. It's not quite two different gangs encroaching on each other's territory. It's more, yeah. But it's a very good idea. I'm definitely going to have to look into creating my own creature. I suppose I should really create my own creatures in this, but I was using one thing. Ah, okay. I was just like 10 fingers. It can do some typing. And then I saw Nia's, and I was just like, that's probably not what that comment was in reference to. So let us. Like my little notebook, by the way. A cute little notebook, which I'm currently writing all of my notes in. Spoilers for a book that doesn't exist yet, guys. Let us get going with our final sprint of the evening. It is the 32-minute sprint, everybody. Wait, which button do I need? This one. I got it right. I got it right. Right. We are here for a 32-minute sprint. Do not feel the need to be focused and productive for the entirety of the 32 minutes. If you can't, you haven't signed a contract. I'm not going to hunt you down and hurt you or anything like that. Don't worry. Focus for as long as you can, and then break. Do something else. I recommend it. Not a lot of people can focus for an entire 32 minutes, so you do what you can. And we'll all be happy. So we're good. We're going to finish on time as well. just about finished on time. So if everybody is ready, we are going to go into our last final sprint, 32 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, begin. And click that so it actually starts playing. There we go. Oh, thank you. Okie dokie, that is the end of the final sprint. No, I don't want you to start again. You should just go away. Okay. How did everybody do for that final sprint? I did well. Very, very good plotting is happening. I'm getting all of the little bits and pieces and details that I need to for the plot, which is good. Trying to figure some stuff out, but I'd say 460-ish words of plotting or planning, not including what is in the notebook, which is, you know, just lots of which trees are magical and weird little things like that. Tammy, thank you for the sprint. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have success with your mental gymnastics. He says thank you. I hope also that it works. So thank you so much for joining us today, Tammy. It was wonderful having you here. Thank you, Steffi. You're the most prolific writer I know. So I just have lots of ideas. That's basically it. But thank you. Regina wrote in her journal. Oh, that's good. I love journal writing. Day 473 words. Nia got 639 words on her fantasy novel. That's fantastic. Well done for the productivity today, tonight, this evening, whatever time it is for you in the world. I hate time zones so much. Oh my god. Sin read a chapter. Yes. Well done, guys. We have done some good work this evening. It is 11:01. I kept to the stream on time. We did everything we needed to do. We're done at 11 o'clock ish. It went well. It went well. Senga read as well. That's good. I finished reading A Castle of Tangled Magic today, which was my January book to read. That's done. So now I can move on to All the Tides of Fate by, oh my god, by Adeline Grace, which I'm very, very excited to do. I have to record myself doing it, which I don't really want to do, but I must. But I'm looking forward to finally reading that this month. Thank you so much for joining me, Nia. Good luck with your stream today. Nia is streaming over on Twitch at 8 p.m. EST, which is in a couple of hours. It's 6 p.m. EST for you guys, isn't it? Which is a couple of hours ago, and definitely check her out. She is fabulous. There you got 1,400 words for the stream. That's amazing. Thank you for joining me. Thank you everybody for joining me. Congrats on all of the productivity that everyone managed to do, and I will be back. I don't know when I'll be back. I think I'll be back next week. So thank you guys, and I'll see you all later. Bye.